Rookie Trading. Today we're going to be going over something very important that I think I wasn't exposed to when I first began trading, and which I think would have been greatly beneficial to when I started trading, so that I could see whether or not I wanted to get into it or wanted to not get into it according to my lifestyle or what I normally do, or anything. But so today we're going to be going over the pros and the cons, so the good and the bad, the good and the ugly, what's great, what's terrible, all types of stuff about whether penny stocks are something you might be interested in, or they might be something that you don't really want to. And by the way, penny stocks are not the only thing you can trade on the stock market. That is not true at all. I'm only going over penny stocks today. These are only pros and cons for penny stocks necessarily. They can apply to large cap and other stuff like that, like Forex and everything, but these are specifically made for penny stocks. But maybe I'll make a video in the future if you guys want me to about like the Forex market or anything like that. But yeah, so let's get into it. So alright, so pros and cons of trading penny stocks. So the first thing I got up here is pros. You can make great money. Yes, you can make great money. Penny stocks does give you the opportunity, and now tone in on that word, the opportunity to make a lot of money. There are so many different avenues of making a lot of money, and penny stocks is a great way to go about that, but it will all tie back into some stuff down here, but it takes time, guys. This is not something that's just going to be like natural, like, oh, I know how to trade penny stocks like immediately. Like, it's one of those things you have to practice, you have to get into the trades, you have to study and really know what you're doing, guys, because it's really not easy. Like, trading penny stocks is pretty hard, and it's mostly hard because we're emotional people. Humans are naturally emotional, and when emotions get in the way, that is when you lose money. So it's hard, but you can definitely make great money, okay? You can definitely make great money and live the lifestyle that you dream of easily. I mean, you can, if you study hard and really learn and commit to trading, rather than looking at it in a short-term perspective and look at it in the macro point of view, looking for your whole life. Like, this is something I want to do for my whole life, so I'm looking at more macro rather than micro for the next short-term period of time. That's not what I'm looking for. If you're looking for that, then penny stock trading is definitely not for you. You will fail. Your emotions will get in the way. This is not the way to go. But if you're looking long-term and you're looking in the macro perspective, you will be successful as long as you trade and you commit yourself to studying and getting to know the markets better. So it's not a 9-to-5, so you're not working a 9-to-5 job that you hate. Honestly, this can be false though, because, okay, so the market opens, for me, I'm on the East Coast at 9:30, and it closes at 4. So that is kind of a 9-to-5 in a way, but most people don't trade the whole day. I wouldn't recommend trading the whole day. I trade max until 12 o'clock, and then I'm done, because after 12 o'clock, that's when the market starts getting choppy, and these choppy plays start coming in, and you don't want to get stuck in those and then have to liquidate your position for a loss. That's just not the way to do it. But anyway, so no real 9-to-5. You're not really working a 9-to-5 job under someone else. I don't know if it's not really entrepreneurship. Like, entrepreneurship to me is really making a business, living. I don't know, like, when I think of entrepreneurship, I definitely think of creating your own business. But I mean, people could argue with that and say, like, this is creating your own lifestyle, and you're living by your own means. And yes, I completely agree. But when I think of entrepreneurship, I definitely like to think of making business, and that's really what comes to my mind. I wouldn't necessarily call trading penny stocks being an entrepreneur. It's kind of, it's on the edge, but it could really go either way. But anyways, off of that. So you can travel while trading, so that's really cool. So when you're trading, you can trade anywhere in the world, as long as you have your laptop or whatever means of whatever device that you actually trade on. You can do it anywhere in the world, which is awesome. I love that freedom. That always feels good. So I love that aspect of penny stocks also. So you can do what you love. If you really like to do the stock market, trade stocks, you're a long-term investor now, but you're looking into penny stocks, you could do what you love. So that's another great thing. Like, this is something, no one would get really into penny stocks if they hated it. You know, if you don't like the stock market, you're not going to trade penny stocks. It just doesn't make any sense. And if you are, you will fail. That's guaranteed. You have to be committed, and you have to really love what you're doing. And I really love what I'm doing, so that's really why I'm in it. But you can do what you love, so that's always good. You only need to trade for a short time per day. Now, I just kind of dwell into that a little bit, but you only need to trade really from when market open until like a couple or a few hours after. Right at market open is a time when the market is the most volatile, which means you can make the most gains. Most likely after like 3 hours after the market is when the market starts getting choppy and some bad plays could start coming in, and you get squeezed out or stuff like that. When the market gets choppier throughout the day and there's not as much volume, that's going to mean you're probably going to not get the best entries or exits, and it's just not the best way to trade. So most people just trade for about 3 hours a day. For me, that would only be till 12:30. So, I mean, that's awesome. Then I have the rest of the day, so that's great. I know there are definitely more cons, more pros to the penny stocks, but I can't really think of any more as of now. If you guys do think of any, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'll make sure to add them to this list and maybe make an updated video sometime. But this is what I got so far for the pros of trading penny stocks, which for me outweighs the cons. But let's get into it. So cons. So you can lose a lot of money. That is very true. You can lose a lot of money. Today I'm down like $330 or $340. Because I didn't lock in profits, which really sucks. I hate these type of days, but you know, it happens. Life goes on. The one thing that you got to learn from in penny stocks is if you keep dwelling in the past and about trades that you've done in the past, and oh, I lost money, all this, feeling bad for yourself, like you're the victim. It's your fault, you know. Like, take accountability for these situations. Like, this is no one else's fault besides yours. And if you take accountability and commit and be like, okay, that loss was yesterday, out of my mind, today is a new day, we're going to make money, we're going to do well, I'm going to execute my trading plan, I'm going to do what I need to do, and we're going to stay green. That's what you guys got to do. You got to block out all the negativity in your mind. If you just keep dwelling like, oh man, last week I lost $100, like keep crying about it, you're just going to be in a trade and be like, oh shit, like I gotta make this money back. If I don't make this money back, I'll be in the red even more. I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna cry. Like all this bullshit. You guys just gotta stay on track. Be yourself. Trade what you know, and be confident in what you're trading. And if you aren't confident in what you're trading, don't trade it. It's that easy. Don't trade it. If you don't feel confident in the trade that you're in, get out immediately. Don't ever get in. Know what you're doing. Know your trading plan. Know your entries and your exits, and know your stop losses, guys. Be consistent, okay? That's all that really matters. Quality over quantity. Okay, so you can lose a lot of money for sure. Okay, this is a big one. So it takes a lot of time to learn. It takes patience, guys. Patience, patience, patience. This is something that I don't even have. Like I definitely don't have patience, and that's for sure. But I'm able to do this because I really love what I'm doing. To be able to learn penny stocks, I mean, guys, you have to study. You got to study previous patterns. You got to study the market. You got to study previous history. You got to look at YouTube videos. Like, I've been watching YouTube videos on this for the past like 3 months. I just started learning to trade penny stocks like 3 or 4 months ago, and I mean, I've learned everything that I've known through just random YouTube videos, just random people's YouTube videos like Rick Gutierrez, Patrick Weiland, Timothy Sykes, Stephen Ducks, Tim Grattani, Warrior Trading, all these people. I watch all their videos all the time to get a more broad perspective, not just one point of view, but more of a nice inclusive point of view. So I'm able to trade better because I see more people's perspective, which is definitely the way to go about things. You don't want to just watch one person's video and just know their trading plans and trading patterns. You want to see everyone, see what everyone's doing, and how you can make the best situation for yourself out of those. But yeah, so it takes a lot of time to learn, guys. Trust me, I don't know I don't know anywhere near I should to be a professional trader, and I am nowhere near a professional trader. Hopefully one day I will be. But that's the whole reason for this. It's a journey. It's a process. You got to love the process. If you don't love the process, then you will fail. That's guaranteed. Sorry to be harsh, but that's just the way it goes. But anyways, so it takes a lot of time to learn, guys. Just be patient. For real. Like, there's such things out there as paper trading. You could paper trade. TD Ameritrade, free. I'd recommend you guys getting a credit card. If you're 18 or above, definitely get a credit card so you can start getting a credit score, because I don't think TD Ameritrade would even accept you if you don't have a credit score. So make sure to do that, guys. That's very important in life, to get better interest rates and all stuff like that. But yeah, make sure you guys get a good broker. I'd recommend TD Ameritrade if you guys have a credit card score. But just learn and study. Study what's happened in the past, study what may happen in the future, study the present. Make sure to just watch the markets, look at patterns, get used to what you want to do, and just trade your plan, guys. It's easy as that. But just make sure that you guys realize that it's going to take time for you to make money. It's not going to be like boom. Hey, and it could happen. You could trade this penny stock off some guru's stock alert, and you get in, you make $1,000, and you're like, oh my God, like, I'm a genius, I'm a professional trader. That is not the case at all. At all. If you get the mindset like that, you will fail. You will blow up your account. You guys got to be humble, okay? Make sure to think in your mind like, okay, even if you're doing well, like 7 months down the road, you're doing really well, you're consistently making money, stay humble, guys. Don't be like, holy shit, I'm the best. Because once your emotions take hold of you, that's when you start losing. You will be on a consistent downtrend after your emotions start getting a hold of you, and your ego outweighs your actual monetary value. So be careful with that, guys. Just remember, it takes a lot of time to learn, and be patient. So emotions do get in the way of trading. That is the next one. So emotions get in the way, and that is very, very difficult. Like FOMO, fear of missing out, and all types of stuff. I mean, there are so many things that emotions play a role in when trading. I mean, I think I don't know what it's called. I don't know. But anyways, there's like 80% of trading is emotion, and about 20% of trading is actually your plan and studying. So think about that, guys. 80% is emotion. So make sure you guys got to control your emotions. It's hard. I know there are emotions. Sometimes they're inevitable and they're going to do what they want to do. But you guys got to try your hardest to control your emotions. So very small percentage of people succeed. Now, I can tell you one thing. A very small percentage of people succeed in trading penny stocks. That is like, it's so normal to me. That's about... everyone says about 90% of people don't succeed and they fail trading penny stocks. The only reason that those people fail, the only reason, is because they give up. That is the only reason. There's one reason why people fail in the stock market, is because they give up. If you don't give up, and you commit and you're consistently studying and looking and watching, you will be successful. That's just how life works, guys. Like, think about it. This isn't just for penny stocks. This is in life. If you keep going at it and keep doing it and keep getting better and more consistent, you will succeed. But if you give up, you're done. It's it. You're over. It's gone. I mean, obviously, you've given up. There's nowhere more you can go. You've just hit rock bottom. You've given up. You're done. So there's no way you could succeed. And that is what every person has done that has failed trading the stock market and trading penny stocks. They all just give up. Just don't give up. As long as you don't give up, you will succeed. That's almost guaranteed. Yeah, it might take 5-10 years for you to become professional and really good and consistent, but you will succeed eventually. It's a game of time. You got to be patient, guys. So that is why don't get discouraged by 90% of people fail. That's just because they're lazy. They don't want it. They don't want it. If you want it and you want this, you want to do this for the rest of your life, you'll succeed, guys. I almost guarantee you. So once again, it's a commitment. You gotta commit, guys. It's just like playing a sport. Sorry about that, guys. I had someone come in, my cleaning lady, to come clean the bathroom. So, but anyways, I was talking about commitment and how commitment is related to almost like a sport, right? You know, you need to commit to your sport so that you can follow through with that commitment in order to get the final goal, which for me last year was going to state, stuff like that. You know, once you commit to something, to show who you are as a human is to not give up and to commit and stick through it. So yeah, it's a commitment. Stay committed. And it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Don't we all wish that we could just get in, make $1 million, and we're out? Boom, done. Like that. That's it. Of course, everyone wishes they could do that. And if it was a get-rich-quick scheme and you could do that, then everyone would do it. It's not that easy, guys. A lot of people think like, oh, okay, it's a get-rich-quick scheme, or I may be able to get rich quick off of this, right? So I'll get in, I'll try it. I'm in for the short term, and I'll do it. That's not how it works, especially with penny stocks. It may work with something else. I remember with cryptocurrencies, it was BitConnect, and that worked for about 8 months, and people were making millions, and then everyone lost their life savings. So sometimes, you know, it's very tempting to go in and get rich quick on something that may get you rich quick, but it's just all in all not worth it, guys. Just be careful. This is your money. This is your hard-earned work money, so make sure to be careful and don't think of it as a get rich quick scheme. So guys, this was my pros and my cons list of trading penny stocks. For me, the pros way outweigh the cons, because the cons are pretty hereditary with almost any source of income, you know what I mean? So I love trading penny stocks. I would definitely recommend it. For new beginners, I would recommend doing like some paper trading. It will help you out, but paper trading does not involve emotion, which is 80% of trading. So it doesn't really give you a very good simulation of what it will be like. So I definitely suggest actually getting in and trading a little bit. Don't trade, you know, your whole account value. Only trade what you can lose, guys. So be careful with that. But I definitely would recommend penny stocks. I love trading penny stocks. It's exciting. It's thrilling. You can make great money, and it's consistent. And it's a great way it's great for me because I love the stock market, and I love watching and looking and learning, and that's just something that I'm passionate about. And if you're not passionate about it, I definitely would not suggest it, of course not, but if you are and you really like this, I definitely recommend watching some videos. I have all types of videos on my channel. Make sure to like and subscribe to support me. That would be awesome if you're a newbie and you first and this is one of the first videos you've watched on penny stocks. I'd love to get your feedback. Leave me a comment below. I'd gladly answer you. But yeah, so this was basically my pros and my cons list, the good and the bad, the great and the terrible. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope this helped you and adds some value to whether or not you're thinking to go into penny stocks now, or you might have to draw back a little bit and rethink your situation. So thank you guys so much again. And oh yeah, by the way, I am in college. It is 100% possible to trade in college. I've heard tons of people say, oh, I'm in college, like I can't trade, I'm doing too much. Bullshit. No, you're not. Like maybe you are, maybe you're different than me. You're definitely different than me, but maybe you have different class schedules and you're truly booked every second of every day. But surely that's not true in college. College is, I have way more time than I had in high school, and I could do stuff like this in high school. So if you're in college, you can definitely trade penny stocks. Don't let anyone say or tell you any different. You can trade penny stocks. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. But yeah, I'm sorry I went off on some tangents throughout this video, but it happens, and I wanted to provide the most value I could for you guys. So once again, thank you guys for watching. There should be something flying above me telling you to go like, subscribe, comment if you'd like to if you have any questions. I'll gladly answer any of them, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter for any updates and all my video updates and any news or market news, stuff like that. So make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.